Welcome, everyone, to the C4 Canucks Hockey Podcast 2021 Fantasy Draft. I'm Chris Whiteward, joined around the screen by Anna, Madam, and Matt, as well as you, our viewers, in YouTube live chat. The draft starts momentarily. I want to say within seconds, right?
8 seconds.
We're in the 6 second mark, so we're getting ready right now.
Well, let's bring it to the stream. Ta-da!
Wow, technology
There we
is
go.
great.
Ooh, there's the sound.
For those of you keeping track, Adam is picking 4th overall, Ann is picking 10th, and I am picking 13th. Randomized the draft order last night, and we are awaiting Nomad's Heroes, who will make
13.
the first
How many
overall
in the
pick.
league? I thought there was 10.
No, we made 14.
Oh,
14.
all right. There you go.
It's a deep, deep league.
Wow.
Does this alter your draft strategy, Adam?
Big time.
Yeah.
Well, no, but.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't have much of a strategy, and this is my third draft.
Okay, well, Anna, you know that you can't take Sven Berchi in the 5th round this time.
Did you do that last year, Anna?
I don't know. I think I have picked Sven Becci, but it was a few seasons ago.
She's
And at
definitely
the
picked
end of
Sven
the draft.
Berchi and reached for Sven
All right.
Berchi on more than one occasion.
What's going on here? Where's Nomad?
Oh, it's done.
Oh, and is a bit of a shock. Nathan
Ooh,
McKinnon
Nathan
going off the
McKinnon.
board first, ahead of Connor McDavid. What do you guys think there?
I mean, I'd still pick Connor, but Nate's your second choice.
I think it's a totally justifiable pick to have Nathan McKinnon going 1 to Connor McDavid 2, especially if you're not an Oilers guy like the rest of us are. Connor McDavid going 2nd off the board, probably an easy choice for friend of the show, Killer Sushi.
Yep, and we got Sean. Oh, Sean's Nightmare, so maybe it isn't. It is not
believe
Sean.
No, that's
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that makes total sense now you're saying that.
I wish the last year played out. I liked my team last year. I was making moves at the end there. I was climbing up the rankings. The dynamic duo of Brad Marchand and David Pastrnak really carried me far.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
combination.
that's another casualty of the pandemic was the unfinished fantasy seasons.
I believe Sean's
Jason.
nightmare is having trouble finding the draft button. I believe it's in the top left
Yeah,
corner.
so once you
It's
select
right
the,
under the person's name.
It's the big red button.
so select the player and then
Artemi?
it should be
There
there.
you go. Oh, no.
No,
Who went? Draisaitl.
Leon Draisaitl going.
Yeah, so
Okay. Well,
That
I'm
makes
not
you've
a lot
got
of
to
sense.
assume that was on purpose.
And Austin Matthews going 4th. So isn't that funny that 3 players in the All-North Canadian division going in the first 4 picks? The only one being, I believe, who's the one pick that went 2nd overall? Nathan McKinnon going 1st overall.
Yeah.
Artemi Panarin going 5th overall. Killer Sushi bringing up a good question. How high will Elias Pettersson go? Where do you guys think Elias Pettersson's
Well,
going to go?
I don't
in this
know.
draft?
I've just assumed that Pedersen and Hughes are going to be way overdrafted just because this is a Canucks podcast.
I was going to say, if I'm in,
Overdrafted.
Petey's my first overall pick.
And there he goes.
Hi.
Oh, man.
Sean
know about that one.
picking Elias Pettersson 7th overall. A little high, but I think it's not unreasonable. Is that a bit of a stretch?
So, based on what I can see here, because all I can see is what you're sharing, which is a very small window in the StreamYard
Mhm.
setup. Is there's a chat window there where where everyone's
Yes.
Yes. So we will pull that. But yes, please feel free to comment on the YouTube.
I got to turn off
as-
notifications on my phone. Sorry, Anna.
Oh, yeah. I hate when I get those, eh?
Because you are so damn popular.
No, because every time someone gets drafted or comments on Yahoo, I'm getting notifications.
Okay, well then you're bad for having that. I might
Anna's
pull
up
off
here.
the
She's got her pick.
first-
Adam, who did you
first
take
shot.
with your pick?
I got Matthews.
Okay. Fair enough. Anna's up. Silence as she picks. Don't put more pressure on her.
I'm just torn between a couple of players.
You got to have this ready to go, Anna. Locked in the bag.
Well, I did.
First
but
round, you should know.
Oh,
I also
you know
didn't
what?
know where I was picking, so
I would totally like to bring up that I had a spreadsheet ready to go to delete and as we go, and I've been
Okay.
side commentating. So now to hell with the
I'm doing it.
spreadsheet. Braden Point going off the
Whoa,
board.
very early.
Anna.
Good pick. Yeah, good pick, I guess. But he could have got him later. You know?
Anna, you know what? That's a great pick for me.
Guys are brutal.
I'm used to it. They're just like
Matt, you're
mean
adamant.
big brothers.
You know, there's one player who I see on the board here who I really like that I'm hoping will be here, but
I think I know who it
I'm
is.
hoping Hash Brown won't go here. Do you know who it is?
I have a feeling. Matt, who's Averman?
Oh, that's me. Come on,
I know,
did you
but
just say
who
you don't
is
know
that?
who
Who is
Averman is?
Averman? I don't know.
Did you
Who's
just
Averman?
say you don't?
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa.
God, Chris, please educate.
I'm sorry.
I don't know
Anna.
who he is either.
Well, okay. I'm actually more disappointed that Anna doesn't because actually I'm
Oh.
equally disappointed.
From the Ducks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Thank
mean, I
you.
try and forget that experience.
Now let's see if you're taking who I think you're taking.
Yeah, and I know you guys can see my screen here. I'm debating between two players here, and one I really like, and one I think is a very proven commodity who should be great. But I'm going to take the player who's on the better team. I'm going with Mikko Rantanen with my first round.
Not what I expected. There.
Who are you expecting?
Who you expect?
I was expecting Sebastian Aho.
Yeah, another great player.
I like him. I like him.
How do you guys feel about your first round pick so far?
Very happy with it.
Yeah, I imagine Adam at 4th overall, you're pretty happy with Austin Matthews, a consensus top 5 player. Anna, you took Braden Point.
I'm
It's
okay
a good
with
pick. It's a safe pick, I think, is how you can defend
Sure.
it.
Matt, maybe you can just go over the scoring quickly in this league.
Yes, great question, Adam. The scoring system, for those of you who don't know, it is a head-to-head points draft, similar to what you see in fantasy football. Goals, assists, penalty minutes, power play points, shorthanded points, game-winning goals, shots on goal, hits, blocks, game started, wins, losses, saves, and shutouts are all the positions that we're tracking here. Offensive categories such as goals, assists, power play points, and shorthanded points are worth a little bit more. Wow, we can pause the draft. Look at that.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Matt, are the settings the same as last year?
They are the same as last year. However, we made some slight changes to, I believe, hits and penalty minutes.
Okay.
I'm getting ready for my second round pick here, and there's a player that I had on my list that is still on the board that I was waiting between. Trying not to hover over the guy that I want here to not give away the farm. Chris, who has the worst team?
Is that a real expression?
Chris, you're not playing, right? Are you playing? No, didn't think so.
No. Chris is not playing. However, he will simply mock us from afar.
That's what I'm doing. I'm actually drafting tweets right now to mock you.
Well, you're doing one kind of draft. I see.
Okay, so I'm up
guessing
here.
I know who you're gonna pull here, but go ahead, Matt.
Is it wrong that I want Mika Zibanejad simply because he already had COVID?
So you think he's like now a superhero?
therefore slightly at least immune. He won't get it again. At least we don't believe.
Hey, speaking of COVID, maybe you guys touched on this on the pod. Sorry I wasn't there. But did we ever figure out what happened with the Canucks and their situation?
False
well,
positive.
if you've been on the podcast, you would know. So.
Well, sorry, Anna was helping.
It's a false positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know who?
No.
No, and I don't think we will ever know. I think that's the kind of thing.
Oh, Matt, good pick. Great pick, Matt.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
not
know
who I
what?
thought you were going to pick.
Feel free to boo me mercilessly. I know Brad Marchand is hurt. However, Marchand is expected to be maybe missing a couple games. I'm going to take the fantasy points that he does provide, plus the hits as well as the shots on goal.
Yeah.
As the draft continues, I just want to pull up a comment from Sean because I said I was tweeting. But I hope not to get put into Twitter jail again.
What happened? What was that about?
Well, so I got suspended on Twitter for 12 hours because I violated Twitter's COVID-19 vaccination policy. The long and short of it, someone I follow had commented that their spouse had received the vaccination and had not yet turned into a zombie. I replied to say, that's awesome. I'm jealous. Like, again, I'm totally pro-vaccination. The moment I can get vaccinated, I am so lining up. But I followed up by saying, has the internet gotten faster, or has your Wi-Fi or 5G experience improved? Or is it just good old-fashioned vaccination? So I'm poking fun at those who might presume that vaccination is bad. And 3 days later, so essentially like just after midnight on Saturday night, Twitter locked me out to tell me that I broke the rules. I need to delete the tweet. And once I delete the tweet, they'll then lock me down for 12 hours, allowing me to simply look at Twitter, DM people, but I could not tweet, retweet, or like.
Wow.
So yeah.
Catching up here, Anna has selected David Pastrnak just 3 picks after I selected Brad Marchand. And
Anna, great second round pick there.
So apparently the second round is for the Bruins. As we get towards the end of the round, and Adam about to make his pick about 3 picks away.
David Pastrnak is my player that I just most wish didn't play for the Bruins. Because I think I would love him if he didn't play for the Bruins. I respect him. I think he's a great player, but I can't love him.
Fair enough. Have you guys seen anyone that you really think you saw a great value in?
I think Pastrnak was great value. I think Kachuk was good value. I wanted Kachuk, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty mad that he's going.
Second Vancouver Canuck comes off the board, and it's going to who else but shameless beardy Canuck, who is now combining Elias Pettersson with JT Miller to start his fantasy draft.
Just buying that lotto ticket.
Is Hughes still on the board?
Yes. Stop giving away hints, Chris.
But yes, Hughes remains undrafted.
Okay, no, I'm just surprised that Miller went before Hughes is all.
Nexus took Landeskog, so I think that's so far the handsomest pick that's been taken. I think so.
I think that the handsomest pick here is Adams.
Am I up? No, next.
Oh, God. This guy's not even paying attention, you guys.
Anders somehow thought he was getting back-to-back picks. Well, Sean says you can't win unless you buy a lotto ticket.
I mean, that's true.
Don't I know that?
Your odds go up when you file an application.
Oh, that's not true.
Matt, my pick is the handsomest pick.
Mika Zibanejad? Oh, Roman Josi.
It's close, but Landeskog is more handsome.
There goes
Roman Josi.
Yeah, and it goes to Sean's arch nemesis, Jay, who has selected Quinn Hughes. I feel like Jay may have taken Quinn Hughes just to make sure that Sean did not get Quinn Hughes.
Oh,
I think there's some politics going down.
Yeah. I am excited for rivalry week, which is going to be Sean versus Jay. Winner gets to change the other's Discord handle for a week.
Okay, I like how you're suggesting that live on stream. Have you actually brought it up to either one of them?
No, but I would love to see it if those two want to agree to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the rules of streaming is that it's binding now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anders pointing out that he didn't realize he did have back-to-back picks, and Auto Draft took the wheel.
Yeah, Auto D-Raft taking Andrei Vasilevsky. But you know what? You could do worse than getting the best fantasy goalie, although I guess you guys could maybe bring a debate on how great Andrei Vasilevsky and the Tampa Bay Lightning will be this season without Nikita Kucherov.
Anders is also asking...
with the
COVID? Discord or Twitter? So is it just in C4 Discord that they get to
change? I was proposing that when Sean and Jay face each other for the first time this season, that the winner gets to change the other person's Discord handle for a full week.
Also, because I don't know if anyone will find it as funny as we will in Discord.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, Sean's pointing out that I changed his Discord name without his permission already. The fact that people presume it's me, there are actually multiple people that have the power to change Discord names.
I don't know how to do
he's
that.
right. It's absolutely Chris.
I have no idea how to do that.
Ah, sorry. Oh,
Ricardo smashing glasses.
I love the first pick here, the third round here. Nomad's Heroes getting Cale Makar at the top of the third round.
I was thinking about it.
I like that value pick a lot.
You know, I was just thinking, dude, where's Makar?
All right, Jason.
Chris, you love that joke.
I do, but the fact that I love it makes it worse.
Yeah, because you're a dad joke guy.
Adam's team is up. Want to see who Adam's going to pick here?
Yeah, Blake Wheeler, good pick.
Blake Wheeler. Going to see a lot of him in the North Division this year.
Yeah, and some positional versatility, which is very important.
Yes, good point. Well made.
God, don't give tips away, Adam. But yes, multi-position is a huge asset in fantasy hockey, of course. Is Vasilevsky the only goalie who's gone off the board thus far?
Seems like it.
I believe so. That's always the hard thing, hey? Goalies I find the hardest to know.
I'm curious where you guys sort of value goalies this year in fantasy when it's a compressed season, so you know there will be a lot of back-to-backs and backup goalies playing.
I have my thoughts on goalies in this league, but I'm going to keep them to myself.
Yeah.
He's already just playing the tactics there.
I see a lot of trash talking happening in the chat here.
I know it's hard to keep up with all these picks going on.
Oh,
I just missed the last two. It's got another goalie going off the board.
yeah, we had Carter Hart go off the board, and I believe Connor Hellebuck is still on the board. So Carter Hart actually the second goaltender off the board, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of goalies available right now in the third round.
Yeah. It's my strug.
So I don't know if you noticed on YouTube, Jay has said make it a month. So I'm presuming he's agreeing to this challenge between him and Sean.
Hey, if Jay and Sean both agree to it, then it sounds like we've got a deal.
So and Anders is already involved, so we know the master of the list is wanting to ensure that it's written down, because whatever is not written did not happen.
See, Dylan thinks I'm funny, and that's all I need. Just some very small validation.
So I'm in a very tough spot right now, guys, where there are a couple players that I really want to get at the 3-4 turn here. And I'm just praying that they will be available over my next couple picks. I have a backup option as well, but two players I really, really want on my team here.
I'm curious, Matt. I think I might know one.
Don't take him. Don't take him.
I can't. You're fine.
No, not you. Anna.
Oh. Anna won't. Don't worry.
She doesn't know.
Okay, you guys. Screw you guys. Okay. This, I really don't. I'm so torn. Why am I torn with everything?
Oh my god, hurry up and pick. You have 10 seconds.
Okay, I did it.
Okay, good. That's not who I wanted.
Okay.
Anna taking Connor Hellebuck off the board.
I wonder if who you want is the other guy that I almost picked.
Oh, I need a bait.
Gotta hold in those nutrients, Matt.
Matt, how nervous are you right now?
Oh, I just you really want this one player.
So while we're waiting here, Sean says let's go. He's in for a friendly Discord name bet.
All right, I guess we have a deal.
So we have Jay versus Sean. Winner gets to change the name. And it's for how long?
I guess it's a month.
Well, that's what Jay said. I don't know if Sean's on board for a month, but I mean, we've got a bet on the table. Matt forced Sean and Jay to do it.
Those are the best kind of bets.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, exactly who was, as I suspected, that is who I almost picked. And honestly, if you hadn't yelled at me to hurry up, I might have picked him.
Well, while you're waiting, Sean's good for a month, saying he's going to win. Jay is who said friendly. What did he sign up for? So Jay, the bet is the winner of the Jay versus Sean matchup gets to rename the other person in C4 Discord for a period of time. Matt apparently has made this bet happen. Apparently, the two of you are forced to agree to it based on YouTube etiquette, as Anna has pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
And Andrews is documenting it.
It's week 2, Sean has pointed out, so we shall know the answer pretty soon.
This is tough. There's a lot of good quality players here in the 4th round.
Oh, Jay's in.
Perfect.
I should point out someone's going to actually have to tell me to make the adjustment because it's like I'm not going to be paying attention at all. So,
I love Jay's comment here. You see where this guy drafted JT Miller?
Oh man,
you're up.
I know. I'm contemplating. Man, the I would just like to say the quality defense just like flew off the board. There is like nothing that interesting at defense in this spot right now.
D is hard to come by. I am noticing.
BPA, Matt. BPA, buddy.
Oh, man, we take 5 defensemen in this league. Crap.
What's hard to come by? Sorry.
Quality defenseman.
Quality D. I said D.
I bet it is these days, Anna. I bet it is.
You know what? Like there's too much older D around.
Okay.
What'd you take, Mark? Oh,
I took Alexander Barkov.
Not a bad pick.
Yeah, I had to take a center at this point. I've got all wingers in my spots right now, so going with Barkov.
$3 deep.
Yeah, there's a couple. I don't know if we can. Can I? Do I have the ability to highlight any of your comments? But I'd just like to highlight Jay's comment about why you think I went with Hughes and Hedman back to back after Carlson and Yossi went. That's a really good strategy, and I really like players who use a loaded back end in terms of drafting defensemen.
Yeah. I'm second guessing everything that I do. But I can't live in the past.
Oh, yeah. See, Anna just took Tuvo Teravainen, and I was debating between Barkov and Teravainen. But given the gluttony of wingers I have, I just wanted to get that top line to centerman.
Well, I have Braden Point as my kind of headline center, so I feel like wingers is where I can beef up a little bit.
Oh, that's a great pick.
17 I don't know until my turn.
I don't know who better out than in is, but I love the Kyle Connor pick there in the 4th round in the middle. That's a really solid pick.
I took him in my fantasy draft earlier this evening, around that spot.
Is Adam's team legitimately Adam's team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't change the name yet. But
it's really boring. So.
Well, I mean, if the Washington football team can exist, so can Adam's team.
Adam's hockey team. Maybe I'll change it to that.
I mean, mine's literally called Anna's fancy team because that's what people thought I was saying instead of fantasy. So.
Yeah, that's
is that why it came around? That's pretty funny.
It's because everyone's haters.
Because you know why? Because you sound like you're from London.
I love London.
What is that from?
It's a song, by Crystal Fighters.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know what Adam's talking about either.
Ooh, my pick is coming up in the C4 thing.
So, as soon as Adam takes his pick here in the 4th round, we're gonna sort of give a quick run through both of our 4th round picks here, or all of our 4 our
I still have
picks through the
14
fours.
picks until my turn.
14 picks till your turn. How many picks do I have until my turn? I get to hang out just for chills.
Oh yeah, Morgan
You're
Holmgren.
supervising.
Morgan Holmgren brings up a good comment here, Chris, saying, I thought we were asked to pick a boring name that matched the Discord. That is correct, actually. So if you haven't done so already, at least put your Discord name in brackets. I see a few of you have done that already as well. So you can definitely have your choice of team name, but please do put your Discord name in brackets.
I also made a logo for my other league, so I've got to come up with a logo for this one.
Adam, hurry the hell up.
Take Carey Price.
Is Louis Domingue still available?
I don't know. Maybe you should talk to Benning about that.
Adam, I hate you.
Sorry,
Well,
man.
So
See-
Adam took Morgan Riley, who was going to be my defenseman, but
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to get him. They're so far away. So
yeah, well,
Adam's picks
Petrangelo
right
was going to
now.
be mine.
Yeah, Adam's got Austin Matthews and Blake Wheeler up front, and he's got Roman Yossi and Morgan Riley.
Oof.
Anna seems to have addressed all of her positions except for defense. Braden Point, Hugo Teravainen, David Pasternak, and Connor Hellebuck. And I am still sitting with Alexander Barkov, Brad Marchand, Jake Gensel, and Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, I will say Morgan Riley. He's one of those players I don't trust because he can't spell his name right.
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
Okay.
10 picks? Like, God. I'm starting to feel like the odd one out here.
I would like to point out I'm the odd one out in a variety of levels.
No, that's true. I feel better now.
Man, I have to wait forever.
Settle down.
So I'm curious to you guys, do you think Evander Kane will get selected at any point in this draft, given the, I guess, quote-unquote controversy which swirls around his name today?
Does
Evander Kane.
I was going to say, does getting picked in fancy drafts carry a monetary bonus?
Fancy draft. It does sound like fancy.
I'm curious because there's, for those of you who don't know, Evander Kane declaring bankruptcy today. Obviously, Evander Kane in some financial trouble, and there's even some swirl that he might consider opting out because he wouldn't have to pay his salary to the creditors that he owes money to. Interesting proposition.
But then does he still get his salary?
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but there is a bit of discussion about whether or not he'll opt out or not.
Well, like when you declare bankruptcy, I mean the rules vary from Canada to the United States, but functionally you're simply saying I can no longer deal with these debts, and you're trying to put those behind you. The tough thing is that dependent on the creditor, they may go and point out like if you have an NHL contract, you're guaranteed this is like income, even though you're like because the contract could be guaranteed. So I mean, there's a variety of different ways it could go. Someone had mentioned on Twitter, oh gosh, I can't remember what the player's name is, whose parents were managing his finances until it got loaded.
Chad Johnson.
Yeah, who ultimately needs to play in like the NHL until he's 50 to get over the hole.
That's rough, hey?
Oh man, I don't know how to take.
Take someone, I'm bored.
Chris bringing up a good point there. If you haven't done so already, you guys, please click that subscribe button. We do have that goal of getting to 100 subscribers, and we're a third of the way there, including me.
Yes, please. I hope that all the hosts are now subscribed.
If you have more than one, like, Gmail address, each one of them could, in theory, subscribe. I just want to point that out.
Yes, we'll take your pity subscribes as well.
So all of my podcasts subscribe to C4, which might be
Good.
the third of the way there. I have so many.
No wonder we're a third of the way there. Man, I see this now, but Pierre-Luc Dubois at one point last year had multi-position eligibility, and I see that Yahoo currently has him only getting center eligibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the decisions that Yahoo makes, I do kind of have my beef with. Let's say that.
I'm gonna take a leave for a moment. You're in
You gotta pee.
hands. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink. I haven't had dinner or anything yet, so.
He's got to pee, you guys.
Yeah, I'm eating Percy pigs for sustenance.
Sorry, what?
We don't even know what that is.
They're delicious, and they say
Party
Merry
pigs?
Percy.
Oh, Percy. What are Percy pigs?
They're the best sweets in the world,
Okay,
and these ones are Christmas.
I'll take your word for it. Okay,
What the
I'll be
hell
right
are
back.
they? Describe what they are, Anna.
They're gummies.
Yeah.
My brother sent me them from the mother country.
Oh, so many picks. Still my pick.
No one cares, Adam.
Yeah, no one
Shut
has.
up, Matt.
Oh, man. Defensemen are just flying off
I
the
know.
boards.
But I'm almost there.
Daddy needs a defenseman.
Oh my god, don't say that.
16 picks. Oh, boy.
Okay. I was one pick of getting the defenseman that I wanted or that I would settle for.
I feel like I'm pretty sure some of these guys who are picking right now are taking defensemen just to spite me right now. Look at Anna. She's taking Zach Werenski off the
Well,
board.
That's a good pick, honestly.
I found myself
Maybe
behind
Anna's
the eight
only
ball.
good pick so far.
You said that about that David Pasternak was a good pick. So
Yeah,
stop
actually, that was a really good pick.
Stop bullying me.
Who's taking Tony DeAngelo? That's my question.
He is on my do not draft list, along with Patrick Kane and what's his name, Provorov.
What did Provorov do?
Isn't he the guy that beat up his wife?
I didn't hear that story. Let's do a quick Google.
I'm not
If
sure
it's
that's
not,
true either.
then sorry, Provorov.
Shea Weber. No, thank you.
Ivan Provorov, domestic assault, domestic. Let's just Google domestic.
Oh,
Yeah, Anna, maybe you're thinking of the time he shoved a lineman. But
No, no, I am definitely just getting him confused with someone else. There was no, I do not count that as domestic assault.
Oh, are you
In
thinking?
fact,
Yeah, I
that's
think
what
Slava
they-
Voinov? Or
Huh?
yeah, Austin Watson, Anders, and Jason both bring up people who have hit their partners.
Who's
And
Austin
Slava-
Watson? I might mean Voinov. I don't know who Austin Watson even is. Who's Austin Watson? Who's he play for?
Edmonton.
No, okay,
Does he play
Must
Red
be,
Bull right now?
Yeah.
one of those
or
people
Calgary. One of the Canadian teams.
go to.
I think
Alberta to
I
disappear.
think Slava Voinov is who you're thinking, Anna.
I am.
He's long been out of the NHL.
There's talk of him coming back, but
I'm pretty sure that
Didn't they retain his rights so they could? That's
I
happened
could
last year.
very
didn't
well
it?
be wrong for the people who were commenting, but I believe Austin Watson does play on a Canadian team now. I just don't know. If it's
Sean
Edmonton
says
or
that it's the Sens.
There you go. Yeah. So I was going to pick a defenseman, but you guys are all snaking defenseman from me, so I took Sean Couturier as my second center.
Yeah, well, my queue has been decimated, so
Well, look, at least you're allowed to use your queue, all right? If I use my queue, then I'm giving an invite for everyone to take my pick.
why are you screen sharing, Matt?
Because I want people to be able to follow along, Adam.
sorry, you have to use the whole queue in your head.
Couturier, Marchand. Who do you have below Marchand there? Matt?
What? Oh,
What do you have?
Jake Gensel and Mikko
Jake-
Rantanen.
Yeah. All right.
How do you have so many picks so close together, Matt?
Because
I
you picked the draft.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Chris is back.
Football.
Matt, you're going to be out here probably picking Tony D'Angelo at this rate because you need some defensemen, buddy.
Oh man, maybe I should have taken Brock Besser. Oh well.
Still not a defenseman, but
Yeah. I'm gonna go with a guy who I think will win a Norris Trophy one day.
Oh, great pick, Matt. Honestly, not bad
oh,
at
I
all.
didn't know Heiskanen was actually still around.
He was in my queue, so
I saw him earlier. I thought I had put him in my queue. I guess I didn't.
I'm going to agree with Alau brother, who mentioned just now in the Yahoo chat that it's a little shameful that the third member of that lotto line was available as we head into the sixth round.
Money.
Here comes the money.
Shane McMahon.
When we're allowed back into Rogers, Chris is gonna sing that every time the lotto line's on the ice.
Money, 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 money.
Man. So, noticing an interesting trend here as we're entering round 6, you guys. There's a gluttony of goalies who are still available right now. I'll do a quick scan and just to see who's taken a goalie so far in our league. It looks like the only people who've taken a goalie are Shameless, who took Carter Hart, Anna, who took Connor Hellebuck, and A Loud Brother, who auto-drafted Andre Vasilevsky. So 3 goalies are off the board right now and a ton of goalies still left. But an interesting strategy, both being employed by people who took goalies and those who did not take a goalie.
I don't know what to do.
She took Alex DeBrincat. I'm going to be honest, I don't love the pick.
I don't love it either. That was where I was stuck. Oh, I just saw a player that I could have taken it instead. Oh well.
PLD?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I see he just got drafted. But no, it was not.
I'm so close to getting the guy I want big time.
I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this one, but is it just me, or do you want nothing to do with any Chicago players in fantasy this season?
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like Chicago could be a train wreck of a team this season. No Jonathan Toews, doesn't look like he's returning anytime soon. Patrick Kane is essentially left all by his lonesome. Kirby Doc is out for the year. Duncan Keith hasn't been fantasy relevant in years. I don't even know who their goaltender is.
Oh, Besserson, you son of a gun. Damn.
Yep. That is who I
something.
was thinking of.
As Anna eats her British gummies.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I wonder if you could chew into the microphone more. That'd be great.
Yes, please chew any louder.
Yeah, and continue to drink into the microphone as well, Adam. That'd be great.
Happy to. It's wine.
Oh.
Drinking over a straw. No way you can hear this.
Okay, so I don't know
Every time you
when.
swallow, it's so loud.
I don't know.
What, Matt?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was about to say a player that I really wanted was taken off the board, but I think that player is still available. So I'm not going to say anything.
I love Anislav trying twice to spell Travis Cockney and then abandoning it.
Mike Hoffman, an interesting pick, just because I think that's a guy who can give you a third of goal pace, or he might be a complete disaster with the St. Louis Blues.
That was me staying off him.
All right. I think getting the second best fantasy goalie at this point in the draft is pretty good value. So I'm taking him.
Is he the second best fantasy goalie? Adam taking Robin Lehner off the board. Is he the second best fantasy goalie?
I think so. He's going to get the wins. He's on maybe the best team in the league. you know?
But how much is Robin Lehner, if any, splitting with Marc-Andre Fleury,
That's-
assuming that he's still on the team?
That's would be my concern, is that you don't, if you take a goalie whose backup is very good, they're gonna get way closer to even splits.
Adam,
Well,
for you,
I stand by it.
Adam, for you, and I don't want you to reveal your strategy too much, but how much of an onus do you put on yourself to now try and handcuff Robin Lehner with Marc-Andre Fleury?
Not that much, to be honest.
Okay. Watch him take Marc-Andre Fleury in the next round.
I think
Cover his
Leonard's
face.
going to get. How many games are they playing this year? 56.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to get at least half the, like, way more than half the starts. 2/3 of the starts. So if he's getting 35 starts, he's winning 2/3 of those games. He's probably going to put up great numbers. I'm fine with it.
Whoa, an off-the-board pick from Jason there. Christian Dvorak from the Arizona Coyotes going off the board when guys like Dylan Larkin, Nazem Kadri, Logan Couture were all still available. So I feel like that's the first real off-the-board pick of this draft so far.
I'm actually Googling to try and find out who Connor Hellebuyck's backup is, because I don't even know. Which I think is a good sign.
I don't know if you want to highlight this one, Chris, but Sean mentioning that he forgot his hot take with Las Vegas. One of the hot takes that we've seen in our Discord channel, and again, encouraging you to head over there if you can. But Sean had boldly predicted that he believes, I believe, that Las Vegas will not make the postseason.
Wow, that is a bold prediction.
We've got Nomad's Heroes taking Jamie Benn there, so with the hope that the trend continues and he does not go down.
Now, to sort of defend Sean's prediction that Las Vegas won't make the playoffs, he does bring up a good point that Colorado and St. Louis are both in their division. You can make your case about whether or not St. Louis has improved over the offseason after losing Alex Pietrangelo, but we all know Colorado is going to be a juggernaut, and if you're having to play that team 8 to 9 times a year, that's going to be a tough out every single game.
No one even heard me. You guys are haters.
I don't know about that, Matt, but
No, it wasn't a reach. It was probably good value, if anything.
I think that's a decent pick from Adam.
As if I'm ever going to give Adam credit for anything, Anna.
it's sad, but very true.
That's not true at all.
Oh, God, I was about to start searching for things, and now I realized I cannot. Almost gave away the farm. I have to do scrolling around here. Hopefully no one saw that. Man, I want to add a player into my queue because I don't want to forget about him, but now I'm going to know that you guys got to take him.
Write it down on your phone or on a piece of paper.
Who writes on a piece of paper, Anna? What is this, 2005?
If you
Look,
want, you
I
can
have a
tell me, and I can
Draft list.
bring the share screen down while you do your thing. And
Oh,
I'll
no,
back
no.
up.
It's okay. I'm not that. Not that. What's the word I'm looking for? Not that particular about it, I guess.
I was going to say, you can't even remember words.
You know what? English is not my first language, Anna.
I
Good thing
can
we're on a
words.
podcast. Jason bringing up that Dvorak may or may not have been accidental as I was going through potential late round guys. That is what they call it in fantasy an oopsie.
Speaking of oopsies, apparently a Seattle Kraken practice facility is at risk of opening because the demolition next door accidentally demolished the space for the practice facility.
Oopsies.
Okay, but is the Key Arena still standing?
Well,
No.
so no, but yes.
Wait a minute. Is the Key Arena actually demolished?
Well, isn't that the climate?
Is that where the new arena is going? Oh, okay.
No, but
Sorry,
it's
I'm not.
it's not
as-
even but yeah, but it is demolished.
Yeah, like
It's ground up.
yeah,
It's a new stadium.
but like
completely.
that's why I said no.
Okay.
But yes, yeah. It's
If it's demolished, that ceases to exist. I would suggest.
like okay, if they knock down the Pacific Coliseum one day and then they put another Coliseum there, I'd still consider that.
Okay, but that's such a Vancouver mindset. Being like, oh, we're gonna call it GM Place forever.
That's because it's GM Place, the garage.
It's the garage, though, isn't it?
I think it's that like the renaming of facilities in North America isn't as prevalent, or at least in Canada specifically. We just don't have that many logos that are willing to pony up the cash. So like that's why
I mean, I would say it's pretty prominent now. Like,
well, no, but like if you say Rogers Arena, you've probably named like 5 buildings in Canada.
oh yeah, but that I would say Canada is a smaller market, less.
Yeah, no,
infrastructure.
yeah, that's what I get. Like North America, that's why I hedged it when I said well more so in Canada.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're right. In down in Seattle, the CenturyLink is no longer CenturyLink. It's
And what is it now?
the company that bought CenturyLink or rebranded is now essentially adjusting the name. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's party like it's 2010 all over again.
Hmm. I don't really have anyone on my list anymore, so I'm kind of playing it like Matt.
I'm begging for a positive regression for coming from Erik Karlsson this year because he did not do well last year.
A positive regression?
Yes.
Is he
also
not
known as
going to
progression?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a regression to the mean, but it just means going back towards the mean. I'm with you, man.
So he's not going to be bad.
Correct.
That means he's going to be bad.
He's not going to be bad. I mean, he's not going to be bad.
Oh man.
Entering the halfway point of our draft, and how are you guys feeling?
Tired.
Hungry.
I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling here. It's like.
Was that you during the podcast too? Chris?
Yes.
Usually it is me, to be fair.
You can take a TV timeout if you want, Chris, and grab something to eat.
Oh no, I totally can. I went out to check because, we have dinner is late here tonight, so I went to see if I was able to have it later. So I'm here for the live stream that I was told I was doing.
You're super.
And you're doing a masterful job.
Matt is definitely getting the better end of this draft deal. You have so many picks close to each other.
If we have to wait forever, I don't know if that's a great.
Shut up, Adam.
Okay, but I have none. You want it like high up in the draft? You want a couple picks close to each other, no?
Hashtag breakout season. Jacob Vrana.
Not a bad pick, man. I was leaning towards him.
I had him last year and did Jack S for me.
I had him last year, and he was great for me.
In this league?
Yeah.
I must
In
have had
this
him in.
league?
Well, yeah, no, I must have had him in a different league. I thought I had him in this league. That's why I was confused, Matt.
If there's anyone that you're particularly proud of in terms of some of your picks for those who are watching our live stream, let us know in the comments who do you really like that you got to snag in your draft.
Oh, I didn't even watch any of the fantasy or the college playoff game. Matt, did you have that on in the background or anything?
I did have it in the background. I did see that Alabama beat Ohio State to win the national championship.
Yeah, was it a blowout or what?
Let me double check on what the score is. I know it was a blowout at some point, but no, it was a blowout. Alabama winning 52-24.
Oh my God.
I believe Alabama had 6 touchdowns in the first half as well.
How many did Devontae Smith have? That's my question.
I think he had a couple. He had 12 catches through the first half.
Oh my God.
Anna taking a nice sleeper pick. Actually, I really like this pick, Ryan Strome, to end or to start round 8.
Thanks.
12 catches for 215 and 3 touches, Matt.
Wow, that
That's a
guy
good
might be a
PPR.
Heisman Trophy winner.
He already won it.
I know.
Oh.
The championship bowl games, though, were kind of whack to begin with. Like this college ball season was all over the place.
So I know nothing about college football, but I do know that I hate Alabama. I have
lot of
lots
people
of
do.
Auburn friends, so
Nomad's Heroes mentioning in the Yahoo chat that he can't log into YouTube, but he did like grabbing Ilya Samsonov. So let me just quickly check his team and see how Nomad is doing. Wow.
Didn't know you could pull up people's team that way. I was definitely doing it the longer way. Good to know.
So Nomad had the first overall pick for those who forgot, and he took Nathan McKinnon with the first overall pick.
Cool pick.
Did take Cale Makar, I believe, in the 3rd round. Does have some really nice wingers with Claude Giroux, Willie Nylander, and Jamie Benn on his roster as well. So that's how his team looks so far.
Oh.
There's some quality players out there.
Yeah. You're doing okay.
What's that sound, Matt?
I'm
So
putting in my brain a bunch of picks that I have as I scroll through here.
Tuukka Rask is just gone, so that's
Oh, I finally went off the board. I was kind of hoping that
Big
Tuukka Rask
goalie.
would fall to me in round 9, but I think it's kind of crazy that Tuukka Rask fell all the way to the end of round 8. I mean, would you not say that Tuukka Rask is just as good as Robin Lehner, Adam?
Yes, I would say that. That's reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the value there of Tuukka Rask at the end of the 8th round. I'm kind of mad at myself for not taking him earlier.
me too. Good job, Jay. Oof. Nomad's here is taking Charlie McAvoy. I just like to say his name like that.
Interesting to
McAvoy.
see how, interesting to see
McAvoy.
how the landscape for defensemen will shake out in Boston with Zdeno Chara signing in Washington this year. By the way, can anyone sort of unsee the image of Chara in a Capitals jersey? It's very strange to me.
It's odd.
Very odd.
Oh man, I hope my guy sticks around.
I have
He's
a
not.
couple people lined up that I don't think are going to drop all the way to me. Yeah. Let me.
Oh,
Hurry up, Adam. Ugh. Taking the guy named Adam. So typical.
Yep. Okay. So both my picks just went. I went to school with someone called Adam Fox. Again, don't trust the name, but he's a very good player.
These player lists are starting to get stinky.
yep.
There is a Louis Erickson-esque whisper of disgusting in these lists.
Let me ask you guys, have you seen a player yet that you didn't know still played in the league?
No.
Okay, just me then.
Who?
Didn't know Dustin Brown still played?
Oh, yeah. Dustin Brown will outlive us all.
I thought he went to Switzerland.
Dustin Brown doesn't get COVID. COVID gets Dustin Brown.
All right.
If the zombie apocalypse comes, Dustin Brown will still be hitting people on the ice.
And drinking his water bottle upside down.
Yes. The eternal picture.
Matt, let's take a look at your team.
It's a great team. Great unit.
Let me have a look at this draft list here. Everyone's realizing that they need defensemen as well. That is not a cue to take a defenseman. Don't take my defenseman.
Hey, Matt, whatever happens this year, just remember you could have Anna's team.
Yeah, and his team's pretty bad.
I have like a couple really good picks and then some stinkers.
If anyone is a nominee to be the Ottawa Senators of the C4 Fantasy
Hey
League,
now, no.
it's Anna's fancy team.
Hey now.
Max is tripping you, Matt.
Grinder team, please.
It is kind of a grinder team.
Yeah, I mean he's not wrong.
Okay.
Oh man,
That was my decision for me.
Oh, I had Kyler. I was going to try to snag him in front of you, Matt.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
He was next on my list, but probably saving me for myself because I do need to draft a defenseman. So I'd rather have.
I was just holding, and now it's a bunch of garbage.
This is why you don't hold.
Man.
God, I need some right wingers.
Ay, ay, ay. Lost my will to live.
I can't believe we just have such a big roster. This is my biggest roster of any league. Ugh. Where am I going to find 3 more defensemen? There's not even 3 more defensemen left. Where are we at? Oh, Matt's up next. What you gonna do?
This is not pretty. Boy, oh boy. Chris has returned.
So, what'd I miss?
Just them bullying me. The huge.
There's nothing new about that.
Matt,
Unfortunately.
hurry.
Adam incites it. I'm thinking. This is hard now.
You have 14
It
seconds.
doesn't help that Hash Brown took Sam Reinhart, which is who I was going to take. I'm just going to defer. I'm just going to take Nick Baström for now. Worry about this in 2 picks.
Dylan, don't even joke about me taking Jake Vitano. That's hate speech.
Still 11 picks. Okay, I'll be back in a sec.
How many rounds are there?
There are, I believe, 16 rounds.
Okay.
No, never mind. There's 20.
12, but 20 picks.
Oh,
And then
boy.
it's Matt to go again. So let's wait for another minute while he Thanks.
Okay.
It's good from a versatility perspective. I don't hate it. We're in the 10th round here. There's no real winners from this point.
My apologies to Nexus for taking his players.
Come on, guys. Let's just pick it up a notch.
Chris, how was dinner?
I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was out there checking in as to if and when it might be, but
Could go for a pizza right now.
Same.
what's your go-to pizza?
Ooh, okay, so I would love to hear your guys' take on this, but if I'm ordering a pizza and I get my choice of like 4 toppings, my pizza is pepperoni, green pepper, mushroom, and pineapple.
Okay, I love pineapple on pizza. I hate pepperoni on pizza.
What? How do you hate pepperoni on pizza?
Don't like it.
Pepperoni on pizza is like lamb and tuna fish. It just goes together.
Let me take my plate just now.
The mushroom pineapple combination has got me kind of weirded out.
Yeah, it's an
Really?
odd one, but I have odd taste in pizza. My favorite pizza, they used to serve it at R&B, and they no longer do. They had jerk chicken and pineapple, and it was so good.
That's so
Like
good.
chicken on pizza is my fave. I have to say, like barbecue, jerk, any kind of chicken.
Anders Lau, friend of the show, raking me over the coals for what he's calling a garbage pizza setup.
I don't even have good taste in pizza, and I know that, but I'm glad to see that you don't eat them, Matt. This is just making me hungrier than it, though.
So I was going to say barbecue chicken is like my go-to.
Good one.
A good barbecue chicken. Like I like ham, pineapple, pepperoni, green pepper, mushrooms, depending on the pizza. Yeah, barbecue chicken.
Oh yeah, I should say that the jerk chicken pizza has a white sauce on it, not Alfredo. Because but like a white sauce, it's good. Oh, and it has banana peppers, like Nexus has suggested. Okay, you know that the Canadian pizza is only a pizza in this country, right, Dylan? It's not a thing outside the UK, so they don't really have a pizza named after it.
Here, I think Adam's back. Hopefully he is, because I'm bringing him back in. That surprised look.
Did I not unmute? Sorry.
Well, no, it's when you I guess did something to remove yourself, and so I didn't want to just add you back in for fear you weren't ready. So
that's fair.
I didn't want to catch you in unawares.
Well, the 3 of us could see the unawares part, but I want to show some respect to all of our viewers here. So, I don't know if anyone remembers. I mean, you might have seen him on the news recently, Don Falconer.
Yeah.
So Don worked for Boston Pizza in a previous life, and he was around during the old Canucks tweet up days when they're at Boston Pizzas. He once told me, he's like, "Hey, Chris, you need to try the pierogi pizza."
No, hard.
Oh, it's so bad.
And so I'm like, okay, like what? I just can't in my mind picture. He's like, tell you what, I will give you one for free. So okay, well, it's free pizza, right? I'm actually not unhappy with it. It was definitely an interesting experience, but it was never something I would pay for. But yeah, he swore by it. And there are so many people that when you tell pierogi, they're like, "Oh yeah, best one ever." Not
No,
everything
so bland.
belongs on a
So
pizza.
bland. I love a pierogi. I'm Ukrainian, after all.
Adam, you weren't here for my questionable pizza choice, apparently, where I suggested that pepperoni, green pepper, mushroom, and pineapple was a great combination.
Say that again?
Pepperoni, green
Yeah.
pepper, mushroom, and pineapple.
Take the pineapple off and it's fine, but the rest is
Okay,
fine.
are you against pineapple on pizza?
Yes, I am.
That's
Boo.
unfortunate.
We got 3 pineapple on pizza advocates here, though, so you're outnumbered, I'm afraid, Adam.
I don't know. It's fine. You know, a lot of people thought the Earth was flat for a long time. Most
Some
people
still
did.
do.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Well, there's a right
getting
and
back
there's a wrong, man.
Yes. Getting back to the fantasy draft, Morgan Holmgren pointing out that the first rookie went off the board with Alex Lafreniere going in the middle of round 10. Some other good late round picks that were being taken. Anze Kopitar, I agree, was a very good pick in the late round. Good value for a guy who's still a top line point producing center.
Yeah, he is younger than I thought he was. He's been around forever, so I kind of assumed he was really like mid-30s, but I think he's only 30 or 31, so I don't mind it.
Next is saying the Panago taco pizza is amazing.
I mean, Panago pizza is just
Well,
Not a fan.
not a fan.
they actually put lettuce on the taco pizza. So
No.
they actually cook it and then the lettuce goes on afterwards. So
Rocket is allowed on pizza, not lettuce.
what is rocket?
Arugula.
Rocket is the fancy
Arugula?
word for
Okay.
arugula.
No, arugula sounds way fancier than rocket.
No, rocket is fancier.
Also, just if you look at the French, it's roquette. So I think Canadians are the ones that have it wrong.
So Anders looping pizza to hockey with the pineapple on pizza is like top 6, Jake. You're forgiven for being skeptical.
You know, I'm
No,
borderline surprised
that's
that
me.
Hercules has found it in him not to take Jake Virtanen yet.
Well, maybe he knows that he will be around for the last pick of the draft, whoever. Aaron Ekblad, I don't mind that.
Where is Jake ranked by Yahoo? Out of curiosity.
Oh,
Did the
you have
numbers
to
go
go
up
way
that
down.
high?
Louis Erickson or Jake Virtanen, better fantasy? No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, I don't like this, but there's only a couple. No, shit. Shoot. Sorry.
We're live, so
Well,
I
there's
mean-
nothing we can do about it. You take
Okay.
Just
Is that your first goalie, Adam?
No, it's second, but there are only a couple starters left, and you want to have goalies playing when you can.
You're right.
So back to Adam's comment there. There's a reason why I have marked all of our videos on YouTube as not applicable to children. I don't trust us.
Someone picked Ricard Raquel earlier, and I was looking at him, and he's only 27. I feel like he's been in the league for ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. No. Don't do that.
Yuck.
Yeah, right, Matt?
Yeah. I'm dying for some good defensemen here.
Ain't that the truth?
Let Otto D. Raff take the wheel.
I am this close to taking Tyler Myers.
Don't take Truba or somebody before you take Tyler Myers.
He did get taken weirdly early on in one of my other drafts. I mean, it wasn't early, but
I just keep scrolling from top to bottom looking for a good defenseman to take, and I'm not finding one. Anders Lau bringing up a good one here. A question of the draft: who is more of a fantasy wasteland this year, Chicago or San Jose?
Ooh, my immediate guess was Chicago, but I don't know. Some guys like DeBrincat and Kane will still put up points, you know?
I'm actually thinking Chicago is still the fantasy wasteland because at least San Jose has some good picks with Timo Meyer, who's gone, Logan Couture, who's gone, Eric Carlson and Brent Burns, who are all gone. So I just think the number of players that are fantasy relevant in San Jose, they are still the better team compared to Chicago, where I think it's DeBrincat and it's Kane, and that's probably about it for this season, unless Jonathan Toews comes back.
I do want to say I feel like Andre Palat is great value at this point in the draft. Good pick. Besser out there.
Sean bringing up that for those of you wondering, Ollie Levy is still available. Anna, just hurry up and take Tony DeAngelo.
I'm not taking Tony DeAngelo. Okay. No, okay. I don't like this.
How many rounds is this thing? Oh my god. Are you serious? There are 20 rounds.
No, there aren't 20 because I think people have 2 picks per round.
No.
Oh, no, maybe
No,
there
she's
is.
right.
No,
No,
there's holy, I can't stay that late. The rest is the bottom half of this draft might be auto drafted, folks.
I'm very hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't eat yet?
Okay, what was I supposed to eat? Like, I did the podcast unlike some people. I can't eat before 7.
What? Why
I
not?
got a question. Am I a
Because
bad
I'm not
person if I
Canadian.
take Tony DeAngelo?
Yes.
Objectively,
was
a
true.
bad person. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you were true before. That was true before that point. Yeah, that is very fair.
I
But don't take Tony DeAngelo. But also, if you take Patrick Kane, you're a bad person. So
don't have him either, do I?
I didn't. No, I don't know. I think someone took him, but not you. I don't think.
Oh god! I panicked.
Fantasy
Guys.
wasteland, baby.
I'm all in on the fantasy wasteland.
Yeah, you did say Logan Couture was already gone, which he was not, but
I'm having so much fun. We're an hour and 15 minutes in, and I'm not even participating in this draft. I'm just chilling.
I do not enjoy this.
Whose idea was it to have so many rounds?
Yeah, who
I
said
don't
this?
know. Well, we can't really reset the draft, can we?
No, don't.
We could start all over. Let's start all over, you guys. What happens? Do you think if I press this
No,
reset
don't,
draft
don't,
button?
don't,
No.
don't.
Oh my god,
think
Matt, we
something will
would
happen?
kill you. We would kill you, is what would happen. And I can find a way of doing that without
Anna knows people.
entering your bubble. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Producer has a price.
Am I the last? Nope.
While we're waiting, if anyone needs some Herman Miller furniture at a cheap price, the 40th Center, or former 40th Center in Burnaby, is currently having all its stuff auction off. They unfortunately were a
noticed
casualty of
that.
COVID. So,
I
got
don't
some.
know what Herman Miller is, but
Okay. Overpriced office furniture, but like the chair, it's like sitting on a cloud. Like if you get one of their chairs, I don't know how they build it, but it's like sitting on a cloud. When I worked for the cable company, they had all Herman Miller furniture in the new office, and there's a couple of things I miss. One is the people I work with. Two, it's the chairs.
Well, I will
Oh, who
shortly
did
get
it? Sorry,
What?
Anna. Someone took.
Oh, Hash
Hash
Browns
brown.
took
Oh.
Tony D'Angelo.
Boo.
Who's Hash Browns?
Hash browns.
All right.
It's
Morgan Holmgren, just taking a Matt Grisslick from Boston. I love that pick. I have him in a bunch of leagues. I want all the Matt Grisslick I can.
Yep. Low on the Val count, but a decent pick.
actually Nexus is. I saw pointed out that Hash Browns is on auto draft. So
Okay, we'll allow it then.
Sure. Auto draft.
There are some people I'm realizing their first name for the
Oh, I was going
First
for
time.
Schmidt. Damn, I was so close to getting him. Oh well.
What do you guys think of Nate Schmidt's fantasy and real life value for the season?
I mean,
I think it's pretty darn good.
he's also great value for a laugh.
It means the lotto line can be out with either Hughes or Schmidt like all game long. So
And he'll see sometime on the unit 2 of the power play.
Sean's bringing up a very salient point here. Matt
Jack
likes
Hughes.
players who try to injure Petey.
Who was the player that tried to injure Petey?
Didn't Grizzlack?
Oh, right. Totally forgot about that.
How do I still have 8 spots to fill?
Hey, we're getting there, folks.
Really effing slowly.
So it's what, a minute per pick max?
Yep.
Yeah, so a minute per pick. How many in a round?
We got 100 more
I
picks.
mean, hindsight, you wish you could make it 30 seconds, but hey, it is what it is.
Let's just reset the draft and change it to
Yeah.
30
Well,
seconds.
here, hang on, guys. I'll just hit the reset button.
Oh, man. And see, I would have been on auto draft regardless, whether or not I was actually participating, but
We're moving faster, though. I feel like we're getting to the point where everyone's moving faster.
We're also getting to the point where
Nexus is preaching chaos.
I hit auto draft. I'm so hungry, you guys.
What's for dinner there, Anna?
Veggie hot dogs, I think, is what I have. I'm moving
Sounds
out.
awful.
That's good. I'm moving out, so there's not a lot in my fridge.
I think we're having chicken.
Adam, pick faster.
What kind of chicken?
Shut up, man. This is
My guess,
Championship
it'll be like teriyaki chicken,
That sounds good.
Mm,
something simple.
Chicken is very hit or miss, but it's all about the sauces. Teriyaki is a winner.
My wife, like to her, sauce is like maybe a little like lemon and herb at most.
That's
Me,
crazy
I,
talk.
like give me the flavor.
Chris is a sauce guy.
Oh gosh, yeah. My she got me a bottle of Hog Shack barbecue sauce for Christmas,
That sounds good.
and
That's
it's almost all
a
gone.
restaurant in Steveston?
Steveston.
Yeah, KC Barbecue Restaurant. Yeah.
I've been there. It is good.
Yeah, it's we actually were ordering from there to start the pandemic in a couple of times because we were trying to support local places and that. So,
Man, I haven't been back there for years. I got to go back there.
Yeah, same.
well, we used to do CHB TV there.
Hmm.
A couple of our events with Canucks Hockey Vlog we held there. Hog Shack was always good to us.
Hmm.
And like the barbecue, though. Oh,
I went there for my friend's 30th, I think. We did the go-karting. And then Hog Shack.
I want to say that's where Clay had his 40th birthday, if I recall. I know he had a birthday there. I want to say it was 40. Big party. It's good fun.
Nice. Okay, that suits.
So there's a player I'm hoping that's still on the board here. Oh, never mind. He went.
I'll be right back, folks.
Sorry, I did have someone lined up. I'll be really quick. I'm just checking one thing. Ugh. Okay. F it.
F it.
I'm just checking power play units super quickly.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Okay. No. I know who I'm picking. I know who I'm picking. Just had to compare who was on
Terrible.
the power play unit.
Terrible.
My other pick wasn't on the power play, so I dropped him.
I should have brought my iPad in. I could be playing some Hearthstone right now. Keeping myself entertained.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, damn. I thought that guy had already gone. Damn it. Okay. Hold. No one take him. I don't mind that.
Picking fast. We're in straight YOLO mode pretty soon here, folks.
Yeah, I can't believe I have 7 picks still left.
You know, if we hurry really fast, maybe Adam will auto draft.
I'm not gonna lie, after my next pick, guys, I'm gonna disappear for 5 minutes and cook some veggie hot dogs.
Andres Lau pointing out, Chris, that Hearthstone is Magic the Gathering for less nerdy people.
I agree. I'm not nerdy enough for MTG. I
was going to say, the only Hearthstone I know is a brewery.
I have revised edition Magic the Gathering cards. I don't think they're here. I think we packed them up. But I used to have boxes. So this, to put in perspective, this is a game, a trading card game that has existed for a long time because I started collecting them when I was in high school. And it's obviously a conversion.
Pick, Matt.
Was that your pick?
Nope.
No.
I'm just admiring the speed. This is the guy I meant to draft before, who I thought.
Oh, that's who I was going to take. I literally had him selected, and then I just decided to take Devin Tays instead.
That was who I was willing.
Frankowski, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Right. I don't some of my picks immediately after I just have a sour taste in my mouth. And that is not one of them.
I would like to share that apparently my strategy this year is just no goalie at all. There are some of
you
you
not have
who
a goalie yet, Matt?
I have 0 goalies right now.
Wow. Okay, guys, I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. Let me back in.
I am simply employing that my strategy is to apparently not take a goalie at all, whereas some of you have already selected 2 goalies. I will point out Thatcher Demko is still there.
Yeah, but Holtby's not.
Yeah, I know.
The way the season could go, and we sort of got onto it in the podcast, those might be equivalent picks. fact.
Yep. Joke's going to be on you guys when I ride Semyon Varlamov and Thatcher Demko to fantasy glory.
Yes, sir.
Adam, how are you doing over there?
Great, man. I'm just waiting for my turn to come up next.
As we get some news right now, Rick Dollywall tweeting out a few minutes ago that the Vancouver Canucks could announce the Travis Hamonic deal tomorrow, believed to be a year and just over $1 million.
Look at that, Matt. Breaking news live on the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Is it still breaking news when someone else broke it and you're breaking what they're breaking?
Oh,
damn,
it's me relaying the breaking. Adam, tell us why you liked Ryan Johansson there.
I just think he's a solid player. I'm just looking for depth now, and he can, he's going to be playing top 6 minutes, power play minutes for a team, and if he can put up points, then hey, great.
Fair enough.
This is
go ahead, start, Chris.
I was going to say, this is thrilling content. We're all silently sitting here watching Matt scroll.
This is where fantasy teams are won, Chris.
Yes, this is true.
Oh, I don't disagree. I know there's a lot of thinking going in here, but
did you guys talk about Hoglander on the podcast at all today?
Yeah, how about you give us your thoughts on Hoglander?
Well, I'm curious as to where, is he going to be on the team? What's going on there?
Well, it sounds like he's going to be in the lineup.
Yeah. Just because I saw Drance posted his projected lineup and he didn't have him there, and there's a lot of stuff about cap that I wasn't entirely sure.
And we get into that on the podcast. We actually get into that. The NHL coming out today to tell teams that the cap voodoo they planned to do was not permissible, I think is what's now thrown that sort of 11th hour wrench into many rosters.
Okay.
So my take is he will play. It's just he might be a casualty of the lack of voodoo.
So what is the voodoo? Because I thought if they did send him down, then it would cost more to bring him back than if they kept him on the roster.
Yeah. So, it's not so much his number that's the issue. It's how the Canucks had planned on putting together a roster, like a Tuesday game day roster, which they have to submit.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, prior to the puck dropping in Edmonton, they would then have an entirely different roster. And the idea there was to maximize LTIR. So because now the NHL said, well, wait a minute, you can't go and simply do that, because if you give us an LTIR Wednesday, we're just going to presume you actually meant to share it on Tuesday.
Okay.
So that impacts how you maximize the space. So now you have to sort of juggle who you have to make the most out of it. I want to say Drance did go on further to suggest that it's actually not entirely bad if his value changes, but it's not bad for the Canucks if he's not on opening night.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a crazy season.
Yeah.
So, I'm sort of letting the cat out of the bag here, but as I mentioned on the podcast, normally the NHL allows teams to go and take advantage of situations like this and simply punish Vancouver after the fact. So this is positive that they're doing it in advance.
Yeah.
Quickly pointed out, Adam, that I hate you for taking Damon Severson and whoever it was that took Sammy Vatanen as well.
That was you. Oh, sorry, man. I aim to piss you off in life, so.
He's succeeding. Not a lot of fantasy viable defensemen left, unfortunately.
No, I really don't like my options here.
You don't like Muzzy?
That's sadly who I have atop my list.
How many defensemen do you dress a night?
6.
Really? Wow.
So I did
In
the
fantasy,
Oh,
not
in
in-
fantasy? Oh, no. In fantasy, we're starting 5.
Okay.
I did the too long and it picked for me. So turns out I love Jake Muzzin.
There you go.
I didn't know that before. Excuse the fat lick.
You know what? If ever there was good content, it's Anna eating a veggie hot dog in front of us, you guys. I'm going to take the one player who I think is one of the last fantasy viable defensemen on this board. And a pro tip for those of you who are drafting on Yahoo and haven't done so already, you'll notice here that there are 2 Eric Gustafsons for the Philadelphia Flyers who both play defensemen. One of them is the Eric Gustafson that put up 60 points for the Chicago Blackhawks. The other is an Eric Gustafson who has not played a single NHL game. And for some ungodly reason, Yahoo has ranked the Eric Gustafson, who has never played an NHL game, ahead of the Eric Gustafson, who is the 60-point season. So I'm going to select the Eric Gustafson, who has the 60-point season to his name, as my last defenseman.
I really hope you got the right one.
I'm pretty sure because he has at least a picture.
Yeah, when in doubt, pick someone with the picture.
This Eric Gustafson is a gray mass that does not have a picture here.
Okay. It's like, remember, Matt, in the days of Jordan Cameron and Cameron Jordan?
Yes. Oh, that's a nightmare too.
You ever watch The League, Matt? I feel like we watched it in the
It
office.
was a great
together.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 rounds to go, guys.
Hey, we're getting there. Let's try to wrap this up by 10. That'd be cool.
Oh, I think we'll be done by 10 for sure. I'm picking at the speed of light now.
Yeah, I got my cue, and not everyone's going through it.
I have finally taken a goaltender.
Who'd you take? Thatcher?
Thatcher Demko.
So, Anna, if you're talking, you're coming through a different microphone.
I forgot that I had put
Helps when you put the microphone down.
Jakey
Whoa.
goes. Hey, wow.
Jake Virtanen going, and it's not to Hercules 19, you guys. I smell a trade coming in the future.
Hash browns, though, if he is auto derailed.
No, there's no way that was an auto draft pick. Someone went out
I'm
there.
going to see
No,
what he was
that's-
ranked. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
He was ranked 295th.
So, okay. I mean, that's a stretch pick at this point, but it's not inconceivable. Uh-oh.
And the reactions coming in.
Uh-oh.
It was Sorelli. That's a decent pick, and I'll give you that one.
That's a good team. That's a good pick.
Thanks. I
Oh,
picked
John
up the-
Marino,
I think
such
with my
a good
last
pick.
pick in my
I like the John Marino pick too.
previous.
Man, why didn't I think of him?
That's a good, strong name too. Trustworthy name.
Someone once asked me, who is Dan Marino and why does he play for the Pittsburgh Penguins?
Yeah, well, if he doesn't watch himself and keep those laces out on the net, he'll be in trouble.
God, I just hate all the players that are left. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true.
And do you play 2 goalies a night or 1 goalie a night?
You play one a night.
Yeah, which I didn't realize. I should have checked that.
See, I have to admit, I loved it when like hockey pools in the old days were just like choose a player from a square. I could do that, no problem.
From a square?
Essentially what it was is players were ranked and each sort of square had like, let's say 5 players. You could choose one from each.
Is it kind of like you have $20 to fill out a roster?
essentially. Well, kind of in sort of for future iterations, but the way it would work is you could potentially have duplicative rosters, but then in doing so, we would sort of split the winnings.
Okay, so in fantasy football, like real football, that's how it works. Like you just have a budget, and you can have as many, like every single team in the country.
Son of a gun, Hercules! Oh man, that pisses me right off. One pick ahead.
Oh, you guys! I've always wanted to see an angry Adam in a fantasy draft, and that was it. That just made the entire night right there. Adam is literally strangling Hercules through his screen right now.
This once Jake got taken off the board, Shiznik got real. Anders is also picking on me that I like MTG and Hearthstone, but I'm scared of fantasy hockey. It's not the fantasy hockey part that I'm scared of. It's the amount of time that I have to invest to manage a lineup. Like the fact that I have to go in and say who I want to be playing and who I don't want to be and all that. There's a lot of the time for that.
I will say that my fantasy football roster has stopped being attended to. I think I did it for the first month, but I tend to take hockey slightly more seriously.
Adam, I'd love to get your
Tim Stutzler. Interesting.
That is a good pick. Adam, I'd love to get your thoughts on the fact that you value Tanner Pearson more highly than former first-round pick Jonathan Drouin.
Well,
isn't that funny?
My fantasy thing is I always like to have one player from the team for which I cheer for.
Yeah.
So that was the big reason behind that. It's splitting hairs here. I think Drouin's got a higher upside, but I think Pearson's a solid, 15 goal, 30-point guy. And that's all you can really ask for at this point in the draft.
I think I see it maybe in Yahoo, but at some point, is someone going to draft Niels Hoglander in fantasy? Guess we'll find out.
I think
friend of the show, Anders Lau, pointing out that Adam, by virtue, has to take Tyler Myers.
Yeah.
You know what? No.
I mean, I do usually take a Canuck, but I have a Canuck in each of my other teams. I think I'm okay. Trevor Zegras.
Could go on and on about how much Adam loves Trevor Zegras as well.
Oh, don't get me started, man. Oh, that one will break our hearts forever, I think. Defense is pretty thin these days, hey, folks.
My thoughts exactly.
Might have to take Tyler Myers at this point.
Do you not like my options, yeah?
Man, Corey Conacher. Did he ever play a game for the Canucks? Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
I feel like there was a world where the Canucks picked up Corey Conacher and then he never played a game for him. Am I wrong? Maybe those on YouTube can help me clarify. But
no,
I'm pretty sure.
I think that is what happened.
Yeah.
He in 2014-15, he played 20 games for the Utica Comets, scored 7 goals, and had 9 assists.
Right.
But why he was traded, what deal it was in, I cannot remember.
I feel like they lost him on waivers or something to somebody.
Let's see.
Where did he go, Tampa?
Yeah. Anna, you got to bring your microphone down again.
Messy.
On March 2nd, 2015. Matt, listen to me. On March 2nd, 2015, Corey Conacher was traded to the Vancouver Canucks in exchange for Utica Comets player Dustin Jeffrey.
Nope, do not remember that.
Oh, man. And then he never played a game for the Canucks.
No, he did not.
Remember when the Canucks had UC Jokinen?
Yep.
Yeah. I would love to go through just a little, I like kind of what you do with your names, Matt, on the podcast, but just like obscure, like, do you remember when kind of guys?
Yeah, UC Jokinen would be up there. I've used Brad Isbister.
Hey, remember Byron Bits?
Oh, that was another good one.
Bits and Pieces, as he was known.
Anna, you're up.
Oh, shoot. I was just chilling. Don't like my options at all. Slim Pickens.
I swear, if someone takes the player that I want here, I will freak out in Adam-like fashion. Don't do it, Hash Brown. Oh, thank God.
I can guarantee you it wasn't that one.
Josh Bailey, I believe, is criminally underrated on Yahoo.
I don't mind that. Okay.
Couple
Oh.
of players here.
I'm gonna move that there. Chris is back.
I am back. What's up?
Well, Chris, we've got 2 more rounds to go. Actually, 3 more rounds to go, but we're in the home stretch. You want to let people know when they can expect the podcast to be uploaded tomorrow?
Good question.
Tomorrow.
The long and short of it is being here has delayed my ability to do the production side on the podcast, and tomorrow is a long day. It's probably going to be up later, so look for it tomorrow afternoon.
Look for it later.
Yeah, I apologize, but I had not planned my week around the live stream. I should have. I mean, this is a great idea. I can't remember who it was who had asked if it would be streamed. This is the type of stuff we need to do more of, and we can do more of. I just
Oh, it's me. It's me.
my life lives in a schedule. Also, I don't understand why I come back and Jay's asking about Nathan McIver.
Oh, we were talking about former Canuck legends like Corey Conacher and UC Jokinen and Byron Bits.
Byron Bits. Marc-Andre Grignani.
Sean brings up a good point. Remember how Thomas Vanek was traded for Jokinen and Tyler Mott?
Yes, and we ripped that deal because we thought Mott, we should have got a second round pick in exchange or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of asset.
I'll admit, I said that.
It's kind of funny how the world works.
Yeah.
Looking back at that in hindsight, great deal. If I recall, though, the market, what seemed to be paid for rentals in the market at the time, that's what I think we were upset about. Yes, Mott panned out, but one of the struggles that I've had with this management team is that I always struggle to understand how the market seems to be going in a particular direction, and this management team kind of doesn't. But
yeah, was that the window we picked up Brandon Leipzig?
Oh man, what a d-bag he turned out to be, eh?
Yep.
Oh, there goes Niels Hoglander off the board from Nexus.
Scrub Incorporated.
18th round, you don't hate it.
Jay DeBrusk was still around?
Great pick, Adam. Thanks.
Wow.
So
I mean, I was gonna say that. That was the.
Adam's doing the old self-back patting there.
If you read between the lines of what I was saying, there was a compliment in there.
So what are we down to here? We're down to what?
2 more rounds.
2 more rounds.
Yeah. We'll definitely end the live stream right at the end of the last pick here, Chris. So
Yeah.
I know how
I will
much
say-
you guys want to eat.
Anders Lau makes a good point that just because what turned out to be great doesn't mean the price wasn't off. I think you're giving Jim Benning too much credit if you suggest that he banked on Mott being as decent depth as he's turned out to be.
Let's take these last 2 rounds to sort of go around the room, because I know this is going to be the last time that we're gathering as a group to discuss the Canucks season. So maybe go around, start with Adam on what your thoughts are of this team going into the regular season.
I was texting a friend about it, and I am just like, no matter what happens with this team, I don't have crazy high expectations, but I am like all in for the first time since like 2011, 2012. I'm just all in. I'm being excited about this team. Like they're far from a perfect team, and they're probably a playoff bubble kind of thing, but I'm so excited for things to get going. There's so much young talent, and if Hoglander plays, then that's just more fun, more reason to watch. I don't know. I'm excited. It's going to be fun, for better, for worse. It'll be a wild ride.
Yeah.
Who's vacuuming?
That's Mrs. Producer in the background. Sorry about that. But Adam, maybe I'll go to you.
Hey, you know where you could also have shared these thoughts, Adam?
The podcast?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was working, Anna. Sorry, I have a job and kids that rely on me for their well-being. I'll let them just suffer instead.
Adam,
if you would next time.
Kids' his hopes and dreams now.
I just want to point out, outside this door here, I have a child that relies on me, and I'm just letting her go to her own devices out there. So
yeah, exactly.
The cat's gonna, take care of baby for us. Trust in Twilight.
But I will say I'm excited. I think it's going to be a weird season. It's going to be a difficult season. It's different, but I'm excited for it. I think it could be fun just playing Canadian teams the whole time. There's always something special when you only hear one anthem. Also, because it's closer to my dream of 0 anthems. So, yeah, I think it's going to be exciting.
A real J.D. Burke about the anthems. Who knew?
Chris, what about you?
Well, so Anna mentioned it's going to be fun watching the Canadian teams play. That's the thing I like about this the most, is there is going to be animosity and a different energy than we're accustomed to in these games. I look forward to that. As far as the Canucks are concerned, I shared it on the podcast. I have a real hard time seeing where they'll end up. They're not the worst. They're not the best. And the problem is there's too many teams in Canada that fit in that category. I'm not all in like Adam is. I'm skeptical. Maybe it's because I'm old. I've been burned far too many times.
Well, I'd see that thing. I'm totally ready to be burned. I don't think they're going to win the cup. They'll disappoint me somehow. But I'm just like, for the first time in almost a decade, I'm genuinely excited to watch the Canucks play. So.
Well, I just want to it's not so much the winning the cup. It's like, so you tell me they have a chance. I'm not there. All right. That's the part that I'm not sold on. And again, it's jaded old man here, burned too many times. Grew up in the 80s. So that was rough.
I think for me, my sort of approach is I'm not quite all in like Adam is, but I think we can all agree that for the first time since 2012, the Vancouver Canucks have become must-watch appointment television. And I think that in itself is a really great thing to be excited about. There's an abundance of stars that are so must-watch right now for the Vancouver Canucks. And I think adding Nils Hoglander could be something that adds even more excitement to the mix. So I'm super excited to watch the Vancouver Canucks, especially in an all-Canadian division, going up against these guys. And I think this is going to be a real coming out party for Elias Pettersson's stardom, Quinn Hughes' stardom, and so many other players.
Matt, that's a good pick in the second to last round.
Yeah.
The last of the starting goalies.
Doesn't help that Corey Crawford just said, peace. I am retired.
Yeah, it does help.
What happened there? Because he just signed No, I know, but he just signed a new deal. Like that's the
I think he walked into New Jersey and said, nope, I'm done.
I cannot play all these teams consistently.
Sure, I guess. we were Jay, Nexus, and I were chatting about it, and I just the thing that has me so confused. Like, if it was just a matter, hey, I'm not necessarily going to be in the position that I want to be anymore. I'm going to walk from the game. My body's paid its price, or whatever it would be. I totally could understand that. In fact, that might be the situation here. But what has me confused is he just signed that deal.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens.
I know, but does Corey no longer have game?
I think it's one of those things, you see it all the time in football, where a guy like signs old veteran signs a contract with a new team, shows up to training camp, and it's just like, you know what? Just don't have it. Just like, the drive's not there. I don't want to learn a new team. All this is just not there anymore. So, it's hard to get excited about going to New Jersey, I think.
Has anything actually come out? Like, has he released any information as to what went into his decision? Because it was like he asked for personal leave and then he retired. So the personal leave is I need to think about it. I get that part, but
yeah. Don't forget that Corey Crawford battled vertigo a lot throughout last year as well. So there might be more to it than just a personal decision.
Oh, no, that's what. Like
Yeah.
But that normally that sort of
Good draft.
that comes out.
Yelling at me.
Also,
Sorry.
holy, did not know Tyler Seguin is still available. Am I crazy, or is that insane value to you guys?
He's going right in my IR.
He's
I
very
guess
good
so.
value for last round.
Only a few more picks left, but Chris, maybe you want to give any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
Yeah, click that subscribe button, please. Get your
Yes.
friends to click the subscribe button. If you have more than one Gmail account, get all your Gmail accounts to go to YouTube and click the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100. Why do we want to get to 100?
Subscribed?
Am I?
Anna is.
Yeah.
Adam.
No, not yet.
Well, there you go.
One more.
Getting to 100 allows us to have a YouTube address like youtube.com/e4podcast, unlike youtube.com/c/ a whole bunch of numbers and characters.
Okay, yeah, my Yahoo's broken. It keeps telling me it's my turn.
It's always your turn.
Don't worry, we already auto-drafted Tony D'Angelo for you, Anna.
No, I know he's already gone. Yeah, I was going to say, potentially could get his contract cancelled, so.
Anna, last thoughts from you?
This is fun. I hate some of my picks. I love some of my picks. But I'm excited for hockey. I'm excited for fantasy. Let's go.
I know Adam's picking now, so I'll sort of say that I echo those thoughts. I'm really excited to have the NHL back on Wednesday. Good luck to everyone who's still got a fantasy draft coming
On
up.
Wednesday. Holy, that came out of nowhere. Sorry to interrupt.
What? Wednesday?
Yeah? Season starts.
Well, no,
2 days.
but I just want to point out Wednesday normally comes after Tuesday. Tuesday comes after Monday.
Mhm.
Pretty consistent. So I
Adam,
don't
your
know
last
Wednesday
thoughts?
came out of nowhere.
No, just like I said earlier, I'm very excited. I'm worried about the whole, if we actually end up playing 65 games.
56. But yes.
56. Yes, thank you. But we'll see. Just ride the wave, have some fun. Hopefully,
YOLO.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, Chris, you want to wrap things up? Just thank you so much for those of you who turned into the YouTube live stream. It was awesome. It was the first time we've ever done a fantasy draft live stream, so it was a first for us here. So awesome, and thanks for joining us.
There we go.
Chris?
The picks are all done.
Thanks,
Sweet.
guys.
That's all right.
Hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Later.
See you in Discord.